back to Squirreling Out RC, and the progress on the scale crawler course is going pretty good. I've got all the foam glued down. These pieces that I got have a lot of texture already in valleys and mountains and all that stuff. So I went through and sculpted some of it. A lot of it I just ended up using a lot of the natural ravines and stuff and opened them up. I got my FCX 24 that I've been driving all around it, making sure that it gets plenty of flex, not a lot of dragging, bumper drags and all that stuff. So what you're seeing here is this is the paper towel, paper mache. Added a little bit of color and some trash, some crumbled up leaves in it, and the glue water mix, which I mixed 50-50. So 1 cup of glue and 1 cup of water, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's nice and stiff. Where the paper spans a big difference. It's got just a little bit of flexion on it, but not much. Couple spots where it's actually overlapped is really hard. I mean, it's nice and hard. So when I end up doing the texture, with the glue and the sand, and it has the little pebbles in it, it should, harden a lot of that up. But I think if I'm worried about maybe a tire puncture or a bumper hole in it, I can always double it up. So I think these shop towels are really kind of good, because I was able to get it to form. I wanted some creases in it, and to kind of give it a natural look. Although you're not going to see a lot of that because of the sandy, rocky substance I'm going to end up gluing on it. But this is what I ended up using. They're just regular old shop towels. I mean, they're really hard. I got some scrap pieces here, and it's really hard to push a hole through it. So I thought maybe that was really good to use, and I'm really happy with the turnout. And the overall build is super light. I mean, this is just fantastic. And that's kind of what I was going for, was something really light to where I can pick up, stand up in the corner, or shove in the closet, or the mechanical room, or whatever I need to do with it. So as far as the base goes, I'm really happy with it, and it's not done by any means. But I have drove around it quite a few times. I've got another sheet of this base wood, the 1/4-inch OSB. I might end up doing another 4x3 foot section and just bone them in the end to where I've got this part and another part, so I can just play with one or play with the other, or combine them two to make one 8-foot long track. So my game plan is to go ahead and start laying this down, go ahead and get all the base done like this, and then then I can come back in and add bridges or caves or whatever I want to do. But I think with the mud pit and this, I think I want to kind of leave this kind of like this, maybe a tunnel on a bridge, because I drove over all over different angles to kind of see can I play with the whole thing in a hole, or do I have to stay in a course? And I can just drive all over this, which is what I like. So I think I'm going to leave this pretty stock the way it is. I'm going to do some modifications to it. So, but anyway, let's get to laying some of this down, because I want y'all to see how it lays down. Now, a lot of these crevices are really deep. I mean, they're pretty deep. So I mean, it will totally engulf my little truck. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to go down far enough, but not totally mangle my bumper. So if y'all watched some of my other videos of my big truck, my FCX 10 K5 Blazer, You know, I've really done a number on the bumpers, but you know, I wanted y'all to see real playtime with one, and that's how you know I play with them. You know, I'm rough. Um, you know, and that's why I got these trucks is to play with them. But this is more of a not a shelf queen, but it's more of an indoor, you know, truck. You know, I really love my little truck. So, you know, so I want to try to take care of it, not totally just demolish the bumpers like I did on my 10 scale truck. So, but anyway, so I've got the glue mixed up, and we're going to start laying some stuff down. I've already got one towel in here, somewhat soaking. It's not really soaking, but it's in there. So let's go ahead and get her lubed up in there. And I hadn't really been like wringing them out. Been just giving them just a light little squeeze. Nothing too much because I wanted to hold a lot of that glue in. And I know one thing, it takes it a while for it to dry. So I think on this mix here, I ended up going 2 cups glue and a cup and a half of water. So I wanted to thicken it up just a smidgen, but not too much. And I think it really goes down really, really good. All right, let's start pulling some of this down in here. So these crevices really got to kind of pull a little extra slack into them. Some of these crevices here are really deep. I wanted to go for quite a bit of depth. I'm not too worried about seams because, like I said, this all gets a overcoat. So I'm not too worried about any of the seams. But I mean, I don't know. I think the paper towels is kind of the way to go. You know, like I said, there's a lot of videos out there. You know, people doing these, and you know, a couple of them I'm super fans of, and I don't know if I can really say their names, but I'm sure you ran across them, and they use the concrete and stuff, and man, theirs turn out really good. But I can't go that heavy. You know, I'm just tinkering around in my house and a little playtime. Get those down in there really good. Oh, so there, I think that right there's down there pretty good. Smooth some of those edges out. So this edge here, I'm going to taking a piece and wrapping it underneath so it hides all the front side and gives it that kind of texture. Well, that piece there is done. I'm just piddle farting now. Just trying to get some of this nice crevices of this foam that's in there. Here we go. Booyah. That piece there is done. So let's soak another one. And I think this mix here feels better than my original mix. So I would say probably 1 to a half. I think 50-50 is just a little, I think it's a little thin. But this right here feels really good. I mean, it feels good in the hands. I mean, it's fairly runny. Hopefully y'all can see that, but so I think this right here, I would go 1 to a half. So 1 of the glue to half of the water. And I think that's probably honestly going to be good. I mean, we'll know when this dries up, and y'all will know when I know. Try not to get this all over me. Now this right here is a big deep hole, so I want to really pull it in there to get it to get in there some. I think this mix is fantastic, honestly. I'd say if you do this, definitely do the 1 to a half. But I would say play around with it a little bit and see, what you feel is good. But just by the looks of it, I mean, this has a nice color to it. That was like really watery. So I was really kind of worried about how all that was going to transpire. Because, like I said, it looked pretty watery. But it hardened up really good. Yeah, yeah. So another little pro tip, if you actually rip the edges of the hard edge, it'll actually lay down really good. But again, like I said, I'm not too worried about the uh, the creases because they'll all get covered up with some type of debris. Make sure I don't have any little overhangs or anything crazy popping up on me as I'm pulling on it. I would have thought that this would have been a lot more stickier on my fingers, but it's actually not too bad. I'm sure if it mixed it any thicker, it'd probably just be just a mess. Yeah. All right. Well, I've got some little short pieces I think I want to stick over here. Grab these up. Hopefully y'all are enjoying this. I'm having fun doing this. Just being creative, and doesn't matter if it turns out good or bad. Be surprised what a little bit of sand and dirt will do. I think this consistency is key. That's just going down so nice. So nice. Yeah, all right. Good deal. Some of these up here and get close to the edge. That way, when I get ready to wrap the edges, I don't have to come up into the play zone too far. So, like I said, I'm not wringing it out super dry. I'm really excited. Can't wait to see how this little bit here turned out versus the first set. I do know by doing the smaller pieces, it's easier to get into all the little holes and stuff. I think this right here would probably be enough to finish up that last little section there.